Afternoon. So today would be another fast stream because it's a topic that not many people participated for reasons. Caffeine shortage pandemic. Right, so there is only two people, which namely Dame Butterfly and Droopy. They have been the only ones with consistent daily updates. So let's take a look. Eat us, John. We'll sacrifice ourselves for you. The coffee beans shit as John got ready to. Okay, never mind. I'm not in the mood to read today. So you guys read this. I'm just gonna give it time. Or you can pause the stream to look at it. So this is my feedback and review after this. Right, first things first, characterization over here is good, on point. Pacing is good, on point. And then after that, the twist at the end there can be seen. There is good foreshadowing over here. Foreshadowing starts from here, and then the disturbing part also starts from here. So there's a couple of foreshadowing all implemented right. Nothing wrong with technique, good twist, good plot, good pacing, good everything. I'll say that this one passed. Right, not superly spectacular, the ones that didn't hit me where I didn't see coming. I definitely saw this coming, so it's nothing that really surprises me, but it's good. So there's an improvement over here. I like what I'm seeing over here. I gave it a purple heart. It qualifies, so there's a cookie at 6 points. That's Dame Butterfly. Next one, so I'll just leave it here for a little while as well. I have not actually read this myself, so I'll be reading it now. Okay, so the gist of it is great. It's a little bit wider scope. So this one says caffeine shortage and not extinction. So this is a shortage. Droopy actually built a world. So the world building aspect of Droopy's entry is a little bit different from the one of Dame Butterfly's. Dame Butterfly, she has a tendency to not think out of the box, so she has to have a box. I don't know whether it's Asperger's or whether it's ADHD, but her mental TV is broken. When I say mental TV, I mean the imagination scope of being able to visualize things that do not already exist. That one is broken. Not a lot of people have that apparently, so I don't know, but I normally write with a mental TV and sometimes it breaks down and then I become depressed like today and yesterday. Well, in any case, so I like the world building aspect that Droopy actually has compared to Dame Butterflies, because Dame Butterflies is a very borrowed world building whereby you don't have to explain much. We already know, we can relate. It's something that we live in. But Dame Butterfly is a little bit different. But Droopy is a little bit different. So Droopy's format is a little bit more like okay, the format of style is different. Okay, let me just do a quick comparison. Okay, my thoughts are not functioning. I'm like in a different landscape right now. Okay, Dame Butterfly is in the third POV. Droopy is pretty much first POV with a little bit of third POV. It's a mixed hybrid. So if you want to do mixed POVs, you can learn from Droopy. It is good. It is done tastefully. It is done tastefully, whereby you are able to see both sides of the story, both in and out, with a more first-person perspective. And the first-person perspective, difficulty comes in with world building, but she manages to do world building well enough in the first-person perspective. This is a diary format. It ends on with a news format. So take a look at the media change as well, and take a look at the transition between the third and the first. I wonder if you can spot that. So by the way, Droopy is also a very skillful writer. Not much to say about her writing format. What I wish to see, which I honestly am very proud of her for coming this far, is for her to abandon her insecurities as a writer and just truly do what she believes in. She has everything there required to succeed. She just hasn't got time to believe in herself, because reality doesn't quite match with what you're okay. It doesn't mean that the more hard work or the more effort you put in, the more well received or the more rewarded you'll be. Reality doesn't work that way, and I know it sucks. That's why it has to come from internal world affirmations that Droopy needs a little bit more time off. And well, because we're now all adults, adulting, money issues, the war, the inflation, everything is going on, COVID, yes, it's not easy, which is why I'm very proud of her for getting this far. So as you can see, this third person, okay, not sure if it's third person or first person, because we're not sure who Jeff is. Okay, and we're not sure who is talking about it. But there's no indication of an I, so it's not really first person. The only time that you see, like, oh, this is a first person, is here. This is wilder than I thought, so the first person drops in here. So it's like a very neutral kind of tone, which is great. For world building, this part here is world building. This part here is also world building. This part here is also world building, but she doesn't just do world building, she also gives you a story outline of what's going on, flashbacks. It gives you an insight to things that are not really seen from a third person view. She doesn't info dump. That's the thing. A lot of people, when they build worlds, they info dump. So Droopy does this very tastefully. Between plot, world building, character building, she does it all at the same time. It's like multitasking, you know? So this part here is great. And then the coffee shortage, not really coffee shortage, the caffeine shortage, in more specific, is coffee shortage. And the reason for coffee shortage in this, what we call it a pandemic, is the mutation of coffee berries, and also the chaos in the world that has come to be from this shortage in itself. This is great. That's why it is able to land a very effective punchline. This is pacing, and this takes skills. And it takes a lot of thinking to build up to that plot. So this is very well done. I like it a lot. Okay, and then as they write the last entry over here, you think that, you know, it's a very, how to say, like a mutation genetic thing, because in here they highlighted like mutated coffee beans, and then you think that maybe it's some kind of radioactivity, like it's leading towards there. But what they didn't tell you is this last thing here. So yeah. And then over here it really does sound like it's leading up to it. That's what I really like. Then as my body digests the last drop, I will become the sun. You thought it would be like an explosion of, like, you know, radioactivity or whatever not that is supposed to be through this special formula of caffeine, but no, it's just one deadly fart. This is comedy at its peak. It's dark comedy, and I absolutely love that about Droopy. So I just can't get enough of this. I'm actually like really enjoying the progress that all these writers are making. They come a long way. Like the ones who actually do this regularly enough, they come a long way. Now unfortunately nobody's voting, so it's 6 against 6. But honestly, if I had to choose, no offense Dame Butterfly, but I'll pick Droopy any other day. So in case I forget, I'm just gonna write this down. They both have 6, so let's hope my math not fail me. Plus 6, dang it. 43, I think. Plus 6, 60. So Droopy way in the lead. Yep, we know who Nitro's going to. Okay, so this is the one. And I also want to help Droopy. Like I told her, I will help her to compile some of these best prompts and then publish it on Amazon. So once it's up, I will invite her to my channel as well to do an interview and talk a little bit more about it, like get to know Droopy herself. She's a very interesting person whom I've only barely chatted to because she's like so elusive. She likes to look and everything. So yeah. Alright, and then tomorrow's prompt, or actually today's prompt. Okay, today's prompt is actually Lama in My Living Room. If you do not know, it's a song by Aaron Chupa. Please go and check it out. Alright, and then after tomorrow's prompt is actually Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. No, Scarecrow Walks at Night. Sorry, it was midnight, but I changed it to night after that because I didn't want to be too restrictive, so you guys can have stories about that. Yeah. So 15 would be very, how do I say this, very R.L. Stein kind of vibes. Lama in My Living Room is very Aaron Chupa kind of vibes, so I like both, and I want to see like what the writers will be spinning off. I have some entries, I don't have all of it, but that's all for me today. If you want to participate, feel free to join my Discord. The links and everything are in my description. And yeah, my health is still not the best, so I'm actually crawling through a lot of things right now. Which is why you can see I'm actually invisible on my own Discord server even though I'm on it right now, because I need time for myself to feel like shit before I get better. That's all from me. Bye bye.